Now let us solve this circuit. This circuit has 3 resistances. These 2 resistances R2 and R3, they are in parallel and connected in series with R1. That means the combination of these two is in series with R1, and they are connected to 30 volt DC supply. How we have to solve this circuit? For solving any circuit, first you have to reduce it to the simple Ohm's law formula, so that you can first get the main branch current. Then after again you have to expand it and gradually find the current in different branches. That we will do it here. Here the first thing is that you have to reduce this to parallel to equivalent resistance. Then that equivalent resistance will be in series with this. Let the equivalent of these two, that means R2 and R3, is RE. So our circuit will reduce to this equivalent form. This is 30 volt and this is 2 ohm. This resistance is, that is R, let it is RE. That is the equivalent of these two, R2 and R3. First we should calculate RE. How we will calculate? We know that they are related by this formula, 1 divided by RE, that is equal to 1 divided by 6, 1 divided by R2 plus 1 divided by R3. R3 is 12 ohm. That is equal to, in the denominator it is 12, so it will be 2 plus it will be 1. That means 1 divided by RE is equal to 3 divided by 12. So RE is equal to 12 divided by 3, that is equal to 4 ohm. So we have calculated this as 4 ohm. Now this 4 ohm resistance and this 2 ohm resistance, that is R1, they are in series. So finally the equivalent will be, let it be REQ, equivalent, and its value will be how much? Just we have to add up these two series resistances. So REQ is equal to this R1, this is R1 plus RE, that is equal to 2 plus 4, that is 6 ohm. So our equivalent becomes 6 ohm. Now it is 30 volt. Now this circuit can be solved easily because it has been reduced to the basic Ohm's law circuit. So voltage across this resistance, that is voltage 30 volt, so, and the resistance R equivalent is 6 ohm. So we can find the current I. This current I. This current I is same as this current I, that is same as this I. So I is equal to how much? 30 divided by 30 volt divided by R equivalent is 6 ohm, that is 5 ampere. Now we have got this current as 5 ampere that will flow through this resistance, and at this point it will divide between these two branches. Some current will flow through this and some will flow through this. Let this current through R2, it is, let this be named as I2, and this current is I3. Okay, so we have to calculate I2 and I3. Now what will be I2? Is it now possible to calculate? First we have to find the voltage across this. How we can find the voltage across this? The voltage across these two resistances is the voltage across this 4 ohm equivalent, and voltage across this is, that is across the 2 ohm. Let this be V1, and this voltage is V2. Now we have to calculate V1 and V2. how much will be V1? V1 is equal to current flowing through this is I into R1. Simple Ohm's law, I into R1, that is equal to I is how much? 5 ampere into R1. R1 is how much? 2 ohm. 2 ohm. So this is 10 volts. And similarly V2 is equal to I R2, I RE. This is V2. This is V1 and this is V2. So V2 you have to calculate from this circuit. So V2 is equal to IRE, that is equal to 5 ampere into RE is how much? This 4 ohm. So we will get 5 into 4, that is 20 volts. Now you can see that V1 plus V2 is how much? 10 volt plus 20 volt, that is 30 volt. It should be, because this 30 volt is supplying to both the resistances, they are connected in series. Now we have found the voltage, this voltage V2, that is 20 volt, and this voltage V1 is 10 volt. Now we can calculate I2 and I3. I2 will be how much? I2 will be I2, that is we can apply that Ohm's law for this resistance, and I2 equal to V2 divided by R2 to V2 divided by R2, that is V2 is how much? It is 20 volt. 20 volt divided by R2 is how much? It is 6 ohm. So you get 3.33 ampere. Now similarly I3 is V3 divided by R3. V3 is the voltage across this, that is same this V2. So V3 divided by R3, that is equal to 20 volt divided by R3 is how much? It is 12 ohm. So you get how much? 1.67. It will be 1.67 ampere. Now you can see that what is the sum of I2 plus I3? That is 5 ampere. Yes, it should be. This I is 5 ampere because this current I divides between these two branches. So I2 and I3 should add up to I. And what is the ratio of I2 and I3? From this you can see that I2 divided by I3, that is equal to, this ratio is how much? It is 2:1. I2 is twice of I3 because they are in the ratio of R3 divided by R2, 12:6, this ratio. Okay. So now we have calculated everything in this circuit, the main branch current I, the current flowing through R2 and R3, that is I2, I3, and the voltage drop across this resistance and across these two combination. Now suppose I will ask you, if this resistance R2 that is equal to 0.2 ohm and R3 is this much, R1 is this much, only R2 is changed to 0.2 ohm, then what will be the voltage drop V2 and V1, and what should be the current in the circuit? You should be able to solve it quickly, just mentally, but the answer may be approximate. What will be the value? You can see that the combination of these two, 0.2 ohm and 12 ohm, its combination, what will be RE? In this case RE will be nearly 0.2. It is less than 0.2, but as the resistances, the difference is wide, so we can say that the resistance is nearly 0.2 but slightly less than 0.2. Okay, because the equivalent of the parallel is always less than the component resistances, so to say nearly 0.2. Now this 0.2 ohm resistance will be in series with 2 ohm. This 4 ohm is replaced by 0.2 ohm. Now you can see that this voltage V2 will be 1/10 of V1 because it is 2 ohm and it will be 0.2 ohm. That means V1 is 10 times of V2 approximately, and current you can easily calculate 30 divided by 2 plus 0.2, 2.2, that will be around 1.8, anything like that. Okay. So In this way you can easily guess the current and voltage. Similarly, suppose I will say this R2 is now, let us delete this. Similarly, we can say that if this R2 is 6 ohm and this R3 is 12 kilo ohm, 12 kilo ohm, or it may be 12 mega, then what will be this branch current and this two current and voltage drop? You can see that in this case, this 6 ohm and 12 kilo ohm are in parallel, and you can see the wide difference between R2 and R3. It is 6 ohm, it is 12 kilo ohm. So the equivalent will be nearly 6 ohm, and now 6 ohm is in series with their equivalent. This will be 6 ohm and it will be in series with 2 ohm. That means this voltage drop will be 3 times of this voltage drop. V2 will be 3 times of nearly V1. And what will be the current in this circuit? The same current. That means almost the same current will flow through this R2. Whatever was flowing in R1, almost the same current will flow through this, and very little current will flow through this because this resistance is very high in comparison to this. Okay. You can see the ratio, in which ratio they will flow. I2 divided by I3, that will be 12 kilo ohm, 12,000 divided by 6. How much it will be? It will be around 2000 times. Okay, and you can calculate that current also. That is 30 volt divided by 2 plus 6. That will be 8. The 30 divided by 8. That means 3 point something will flow in this main branch. Okay. So these are good examples, and you should try it at home. By doing so, you will have much visualization, and you will have insight into the behavior of the circuit, how the circuit behaves when the resistances, different parameters are changed. It will be very helpful in analyzing electrical or electronic circuits which are more complex. That's all for now, and we'll probably will discuss the summary, what we have learned so far by considering these examples, and we will also revisit Ohm's law later. See you next time.